this just till you stop screwing the business. If found out you was in the help, that could really ruin your image. We're talking Barack and Michelle, Cap and Rim. That's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for black love. You think that y'all marriage is still at the go to them stages? Every interview, he showed his admiration and tell the world how he think this woman the greatest. Held you down in prison for 6 years.
This wasn't supposed to happen. Not like this. Not in front of cameras, not over an argument, and definitely not between two women the world once admired. But according to multiple witnesses, hospital staff, and a heartbreaking anonymous voice, Memo, Claressa Shields has reportedly lost her unborn child after a violent altercation with Remy. And now, the internet has officially turned against Remy. Sources say it all started at a private event. At first, it was just a heated argument. Words were exchanged, insults were thrown, and then things got physical. One push led to another, and before anyone could stop it, chaos erupted. People screamed, security rushed in, and then the unthinkable happened. Claressa, clutching her stomach, collapsed to the floor. Moments later, she was rushed to the hospital. Hours later, the devastating news was confirmed. Fans are outraged. The hashtag #ThoughtYourJusticeForClaressa is trending worldwide. Claressa's team has remained silent, while Remy's camp is scrambling to control the damage. And as for Papoose, he's nowhere to be found. Was this just a fight that went too far? Or is someone going to jail? Because if the rumors are true, Remy may have just thrown away more than her career. She may have taken a life. This isn't just a scandal, it's unforgivable. And the footage is coming. The event was supposed to be a peaceful gathering, a charity gala honoring women in entertainment and sports. The guest list was exclusive, the venue elegant, and security was tight. But behind the polished smiles and candlelit tables, tension had been building for weeks, maybe even months. Ever since Claressa's pregnancy was accidentally revealed on a live stream, rumors had been spreading like wildfire. Whispers of jealousy, speculation about resentment, and, most damning of all, the theory that Papoose, Remy's longtime husband, was the father of Claressa's baby. Neither Claressa nor Papoose ever confirmed it publicly, but their cryptic social media posts and side-eyed glances at recent events only fueled the fire. Then, when fans noticed Claressa wearing what looked like Remy's old engagement ring, the drama escalated. So, when both women were invited to the same event, someone should have made sure they stayed far apart. But that didn't happen. Remy arrived first, surrounded by her team, looking composed and uninterested in conversation. She walked straight to her table, ignoring the cameras, the press, and even a woman who tried to hand her a rose. Then, 30 minutes later, Claressa entered. She was glowing, visibly pregnant, and walking just a few steps ahead of Papoose. And that's when everything changed. According to security, Remy stood up the moment Papoose walked in. She didn't say anything. She didn't move. She just stood there, staring. Claressa noticed. And according to one witness sitting nearby, she smirked. That smirk wasn't confidence. It wasn't casual. It was a declaration of war. And it only took one comment to set everything off. Remy reportedly said, loud enough for everyone around her to hear, "You're carrying a baby that doesn't even belong to you." Claressa didn't flinch. She simply replied, "At least I'm not carrying 10 years of regret." And that was it. Remy lunged. Tables overturned, champagne glasses shattered, and security tried to intervene. But before they could separate them, Remy made contact. Some say it was a slap. Others say it was a shove. Some even claim she threw a full punch. What's certain is that within seconds, Claressa was on the floor, clutching her stomach and screaming for help. Panic erupted. Staff called 911. Papoose was heard shouting, "She's not breathing right!" The music stopped. The lights went up. Claressa was rushed out on a stretcher. Remy was escorted out in handcuffs but later released without charge. For now. Hours later, the news broke. Claressa Shields had lost her baby. A private Manhattan hospital confirmed that the pregnancy had ended due to severe trauma and stress. The ZAK official statement didn't name Remy, but the world didn't need confirmation. Especially not after a nurse on TikTok posted, and quickly deleted, a video claiming she saw Remy in the emergency room, pacing back and forth, telling someone on the phone, "She'll use this for sympathy. That baby wasn't even mine to ruin." The internet exploded. Hashtags erupted. Justice for Claressa. Remy went too far. TikTok users recreated the incident with dolls and dramatic music. Instagram was flooded with edits showing Claressa as an angel and Remy surrounded by flames. Twitter threads analyzing every detail hit over 100,000 likes overnight. One fan tweeted, "I don't care what their history is. Remy put hands on a pregnant woman. That's jail time. That's a line you do not cross." Another wrote, "This was never about love. It was about control." And when she lost control, she snapped. Meanwhile, Claressa's team released a short, heartbreaking statement. "We are devastated by this loss. We ask..." The night of April 9th, 2024, was supposed to be just another glamorous evening, but it turned into something much darker. A video surfaced online, showing the moments leading up to a shocking incident. In the video, a voice, one that many recognized as belonging to Papoose, spoke in a low, strained tone. "I never wanted this. I never thought it would go this far. I begged her not to go. She told me it was just a party." His voice trembled as he continued. "But when I saw the footage, I knew. This wasn't about Claressa. It wasn't even about the baby. It was about power. It was about legacy. And Remy couldn't stand the idea of being replaced." That brief 5-second clip took the internet by storm, racking up 10 million views in a single day. Blogs ran with the story. Fans debated every detail. But the biggest revelation? It confirmed what had only been whispered about before. Papoose was the father of Claressa's unborn child. The truth was finally out, but it came too late. The baby was gone. The mother was mourning. And now, the ex-wife was possibly facing serious legal trouble. Authorities moved quickly. Within 48 hours of the video going viral, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office made an announcement. They were launching an official investigation into Remy Ma. The charges? Third-degree assault, involuntary manslaughter, and endangerment of a pregnant woman. 3 separate charges, each carrying serious consequences. If convicted, she could spend up to 15 years in prison. The internet exploded once again. Some of Remy's devoted fans claimed the whole thing was a setup, arguing, "That's not Remy in the video, that's a lookalike." Others went down the conspiracy rabbit hole, accusing Claressa of orchestrating the entire thing to take down Remy's career and steal Papoose away. But the majority? They had made up their minds. They were done defending her. You took a life over jealousy. Legends don't attack pregnant women. She better get used to wearing orange again. Even people who had once worked closely with Remy began to distance themselves. One well-known rapper unfollowed her on social media. A major music festival quietly removed her from its lineup. A brand deal she had recently teased vanished from the company's website. The fallout was swift and brutal. And while Remy remained silent, no interviews, no posts, not even a written statement, Claressa made her presence felt. 3 days after losing her child, she uploaded a single photo to Instagram, a white balloon floating in an empty room. The caption read simply, "Love lost, fight not over." No hashtags, no tags, just grief. Within 12 hours, the post had more than 2 million likes. Thousands of comments poured in. Messages of love, sorrow, and outrage. Celebrities, athletes, and even politicians weighed in. A former congresswoman tweeted, "I don't care if she's a rapper or a queen. If Remy did what the footage shows, she needs to be held accountable. No excuses." Then, late last night, another bombshell dropped. Leaked legal documents from the DA's office revealed that authorities were preparing to issue a warrant for Remy's arrest. The charges were being finalized. Her legal team was reportedly in talks to arrange a peaceful surrender. Yes, you read that right. Remy Ma might be turning herself in. The only reason an arrest hadn't already happened? Authorities were worried about public safety. With the media frenzy and growing crowds outside her known locations, law enforcement needed to handle the situation carefully. But according to sources, it wasn't a question of if, it was a question of when. And once that mugshot is released, her career could be over. From topping charts to facing prison time. From award-winning lyricist to criminal defendant. From rap royalty to ruin. Because at the end of the day, no amount of jealousy, rage, or heartbreak can undo what's been. Lost, a baby, a family, the reputation of a woman once admired. This wasn't just another celebrity fight. It was the downfall of a legend, caught on camera for the world to see. Now, all that remains are questions. Will Remy really turn herself in? Will she face actual consequences? Or will fame and fortune protect her once again? Was this a heat-of-the-moment accident? Or something far more calculated? And what about Claressa? Can she heal from this, both physically and emotionally? Will she ever publicly speak about what happened that night? Or will this tragedy haunt her in silence forever? Let's not forget about Papoose. He's found himself in the middle of an unimaginable nightmare, caught between two women, mourning the loss of a child and watching everything around him crumble. Will he continue to stay silent, or will he finally tell the full story? The world has seen the footage. The leaks are out. The whispers have become deafening. But now, we want to hear from you. Did Remy go too far? Or was she pushed past her breaking point? Should she be arrested immediately? Or does